Hello and welcome back to episode 87 of the Championship Rounds podcast, and this is actually the 100th video on the channel. So yeah, we've somehow made it to 100 videos. Who knows if there'll be 200? But yeah, we'll get right into it. Reviewing this weekend, we'll start off in San Antonio, the main event there. Roach gets another draw with Isaac Cruz. And another fight I thought he won. Got dropped in was it the third round. Cruz had a point taken off in the 8th, I think, or the 9th. And yeah, I just thought Roach, especially in the second half of the fight, separated himself a bit. Despite fighting a stupid fight tactics-wise, like standing in the pocket. But yeah, I thought he separated himself sort of in rounds sort of 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
He pretty much had the same game plan as he did against Davis, but the problem is, like, Cruz isn't as good as Davis, but it's a different style. You can't just fight that style against Cruz because it kind of did work because Cruz did slow down and he did come on in the second half, but he didn't like dominate the second half like he did against Tank, I guess. I think draw is fine because I don't think Roach won a clear round until the 7th. So there's like an argument for the first half being scored anywhere from 3-3 to 6-0 Cruz, which is not great because Cruz definitely won the 12th round.
Seems to get punished for whatever style he fights in.
It's like he's not a mover. Like, he's not gonna stick and move. But if you're gonna like fight someone like Cruz, you've got to at least keep him at range. I mean, the second the fight started, he had no problems getting into range, and just like, oh yeah, this is gonna be a tough night for Roach because you're basically fighting his fight, and maybe it can work out. Which it did, but it didn't because he didn't win officially. Yeah, it was a stupid first half that cost him the fight, really. Or his glove touching the canvas costed him the fight, pretty much.
And doing a twirl after.
But you could also say a point deduction cost Cruz the fight, which it did. Yeah, like Cruz was like unrecognizable in like rounds 7 and 8 and 9. I don't even know what happened. He just stopped throwing punches, and even in round 9, he was on the back foot. He's at Cruz on the back foot. What is?
Yeah, that looked wrong live.
And it was weird early on because like the first few rounds, Cruz's jab was really good, and he sat Cruz with a jab. What? He doesn't throw jabs. He's just swinging. He's just swinging one in a scrap.
Yeah. I don't think a draw is that bad of a. People were like, "Oh man, he got robbed again." This is not the same level of like round discrepancy than the Gervonta fight.
He just clearly beat Gervonta Davis. He didn't clearly
at
beat.
the very minimum won 8 rounds against Gervonta.
I think anywhere from 7-5 Roach to 7-5 Cruz is fine. So that evens out to a draw being very fair. Yeah, it's unfortunate, and it's not even.
I forgot if there was one card that was pretty nasty. I feel like.
Yeah, I think was there a wide card to Cruz? I don't know. Or was it a card to Roach? All I know is the even cards.
I think it was a weird round. Weird card.
115, 111 to Cruz. So 8-4.
Oh.
Oh, it was a majority. I thought it was a split draw, but yeah. I just didn't. When like it's one round off of what is like okay, but it still like looks weird. Sounds weird. It's too many rounds.
I don't even think like this is a case of you're fighting in Texas. Oh, that's why he didn't get the decision. No, he didn't get the decision because his fight was very close.
And he also fought his fights, which worked like a good amount of.
And he was the away fighter.
Yeah.
And he got dropped. Well, kind of.
Yeah. Like, it was just stupid. Like, has he just forgotten how to use his legs?
I mean, he's never been like a
completely.
mover, but maybe the extra weight.
Yeah, besides at Cruz, man.
Like, maybe the extra weight, he can't like move his leg like he can do. I don't know. Like, I mean, his best success in the fight was when he was pushing Cruz back because he can't fight backing up. It's like, literally, if you push it Cruz back, I mean, he has literally nothing. He can't do anything. Like, he can move around the ring. That's about it. He's not going to do anything. Yeah, just like, even if you can't move, just at least just stick a jab out, man. Like, keep him at range. It's Isaac Cruz. Fighting his fight is not smart. Hence why you got a draw.
I think he probably just thought he could do the same thing he did with Gervonta because it's not in Gervonta's style to do what Cruz does, but it worked for him doing what he did against Cruz, against Gervonta, to sometimes just sit there and swing because no one expects to just sit there and swing with someone who punches that hard. But he did that. And now he feels like he could just do that whenever.
Yeah, like you can't fight the same way against everyone. Like, there's people have different styles. Gervonta Davis is a low output, high accuracy guy. And Isaac Cruz, I mean, Isaac Cruz doesn't care if he misses.
He doesn't care if he gets
9.
Hit.
He doesn't care if he gets hit. He doesn't care if he misses 9 of his 10 punches. As long as one lands, he's going to come forward in his high guard and swing and do damage, or attempt to do damage. You got to box him, or at least keep him at range. Like, control the center of the ring, keep him at range. But he didn't. And that's why he drew. Because the first half is the reason he drew the fight.
He really won maybe one or two rounds in the start.
I think you can give him 3 of the first 6, but the problem is the 3 rounds you can give him, well, they could all go to Cruz, which is, especially when people love a come forward guy, like people are going to give him the rounds. I think I gave him rounds 2 and 6, and I think the other round was round 4. That could have gone either way as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I enjoyed it though.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
it's good to
it
watch.
was a fun fight.
It's good to watch. But that doesn't mean you should have that type of fight.
Yeah, pretty much. But we will move on to the chief support. Oh my god. I think the story of this fight starts on Friday, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Stephen Fulton misses weight. And at that point, I was 100% all in on my not Stephen Fulton, Christ, my Oshaki Foster pick. Sorry, I was like, yeah, Fulton just hasn't trained, and Foster's going to outbox him. But then it came to like the ceremonial weigh-in. I think I was the only one watching because I was the only one that like put it out on Twitter. Buffer goes, "Oh yeah, this is for the interim WBC lightweight belt." And I was like, did I hear it right? So I rewinded it, and it's like, it is. And it's just like, wow. The WBC really do anything for their 3%, don't they?
Anything. You reward a fighter with a chance to win a belt after they fail to comply by the rules to win another, like a real belt. You give him another chance to win a belt, but it's stupid.
It's like if Fulton had won, he would have got upgraded because, well, Shakur's moving up. He's fighting TV, man. Yeah, Miss Weight pretty much gets gift wrapped a belt like an actual real belt. Brilliant.
And the conspiracy theory. A conspiracy theorist might say that PBC had their fighter who they knew was missing weight. They made arrangements for the lightweight title to be on the line, whilst letting the away fighter, who's a top ranked fighter, cut to the 130 pounds limit. Knowing that Oshaki Foster is tight at the weight, a conspiracy theorist might say that. Mightn't they?
Well, they could, and it's hilarious that it still didn't work. Like
Yeah,
Oshaki Foster
because
actually he
It
cut
didn't work.
weight. Yeah.
And he didn't lose a second of the
Yeah, it's hilarious. Like Oshaki Foster cut weight and still just dominated him and batted him. That's just hilarious. I mean,
I don't even think he was trying that hard, but he still
he wasn't.
beat on him.
Isn't like first gear just peppering him.
He could have stopped him like around around 8 to 10 region. He could have just laid it on him if he wanted to.
If he weren't all hung up, well, not all of us, but hung up on Oshaki Foster being absolutely dead at the weight, then you could have seen it coming because Stephen Fulton's always been terrible against long range boxers. Hello, Carlos Castro.
Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, that's just I don't even know, Fulton, what you doing?
He can fuck off, to be honest.
Like, what was the point?
You're not
Like
allowed to talk all that shit and get beat on after, and then say, "Oh, I worked out. I worked so hard. I could have had extra Thanksgiving plates." About that.
Yeah, well, he did.
Those extra plates. Fuck you. So.
Like he looked the weigh-in. He looked fat and drained at the same time, and I don't even know how that's possible. Like you could see, like up. I said in the preview, he looks about 150 pounds. Like in the build-up, like 5 week, and he might have been. You never know. Probably not, but he didn't look like he was going to make weight. He pretty much just had a fat cap, and then couldn't do anything. One, because well, it's fat, and two, he had Oshaki Foster who didn't even look that bad, to be honest. It looked like he made the weight a lot better.
He didn't look like a skeleton in there.
Yeah, so maybe he just didn't make weight great for the Conseil rematch because he beat him pretty easily in the first fight, and then he didn't look great, and arguably lost them. And then he comes back, looks better on the scales, and just batters Stephen Fulton. And it's like, he wasn't even like just, I mean, he was outboxing him, but he was outboxing him and kind of battering him at the same time. Not great.
Those copy box stats saying that Fulton landed however many punches. You could split those in half, and he probably didn't even land that much.
I mean, I don't even really remember him landing a single punch, to be honest.
Just like tapping jabs. That's the only thing I remember him hitting.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Like he obviously landed punches. Like, tell me to point one out.
I have no idea. I can't.
I couldn't. Yeah, so well, maybe I guess it depends what Oshaki's gonna do. Wait, he did win the interim title, didn't he? I assume he did. And he's also kept his belt. I don't know. What one's he going to do? Is he going to keep his belt, or is he going to wait and get upgraded? Who knows? We'll see.
Yeah, it's I worry about Fulton, man. Like he had, just like he seems like a very volatile character. Not I don't even know how to describe it. He's basically seems like he has a lot going on. And we said it before the Figueroa fight, and it was obvious before the Castro fight as well. Like he was just like in his life, I think, and maybe that contributes to it. Like obviously, I think Foster's like technically better, but like coming in the fight in that shape was just, yeah, it's not good. But we shall move on. Arislandi Lara did Arislandi Lara things. Yeah, late notice replacement. He did Lara. Do we even need to talk about it anymore?
Well, I don't know. Who couldn't have seen that coming?
He's such a jackass.
Like, I guess it's possible he could stop, obviously, Lara, and he's been stopping most people. I was just like, no, he's just going to go the distance. I did not forget the Danny Garcia fight, that he basically did nothing in that fight. I mean, and Garcia did even less. Yeah. I just expected him to do a typical Cuban shit, and he did his typical Cuban shit whilst getting a couple knockdowns.
And those couple knockdowns in the first 30 and last 30 seconds of the fight. Amazing work.
Well, he wanted to make it a bit dramatic. Just unfortunately, he gave us.
Name me one thing that happened in between rounds 2 and 11, please.
Yeah, just unfortunately, he gave us those 10 rounds.
Fucking jackass.
Yeah, anyhow, we will move on because I'm done talking about Lara. I don't care about his career. And we all know he's going to be 18 months inactive and then fight probably someone like Jimmy Kelly or something, isn't it? So, we will move on to probably one of the better fights on the card. It was a good card apart from Lara. Jesus Ramos beats Shane Mosley to win the interim WEC title in middleweight. Really, really fun first 6 or 7 rounds there, and then sort of Ramos took over late. Yeah, and it's just like a solid fight between two decent level middleweights. Really, that Ramos just outlasted them.
I don't even think I'd say he took over late. Like, he was just winning the rounds. Like, literally, pretty much every round was competitive. And it was pretty much. Ramos was a magnet for the right hands, and Mosley was a magnet for a right hook. And luckily, Mosley is a Mosley. Otherwise, he would have got stopped. But he seems to have his dad's chin. So, yeah, that's lucky.
I don't think it was going to be that tough, but I did just assume it was going to be like either a late stoppage off like accumulation or just a tough decision. And it was a tough decision.
I thought he'd just break him down because he does throw lots of body punches. I mean, you could see he was breaking him down. Like, if it was a 15-round fight, he probably would have stopped him, but, it wasn't. And he didn't. And, I had Mosley ahead after 5 anyway. 3-2. Although, Brian Campbell did not agree with that. He had it 4-0. I was like, well, I mean, he at least won like the second round. I give him some credit.
No, I don't think I will.
Yeah, I mean, these are just the fights that uh, Jesus Ramos is going to be in. Pretty much is exactly how he fights. He has no defense. He's kind of like an Isak Cruz, if you will. Yeah, just match. Just didn't he? He won He win like some WBC interim title, so he'll get upgraded. Probably. Well,
You're
not upgrade. Well, it might get upgraded whatever happens with Adamas, or he'll just fight Adamas after Adamas fights. Well, we'll get to that later. Yeah. Well, I mean, like he was kind of a bit. It was a bit of a weight, but he's kind of like the new Jarrett Hurd, except Jarrett Hurd was a lot better. A weight bully goes up, although he didn't lose going up like Jarrett Hurd has, but it's coming. Eventually, he'll lose eventually.
There's a couple of fights on the YouTube prelims. Brett Martin looked good. Iced the ancient Rancis Bartholomew. Viral knockout, a huge knockout, big left hand. But yeah, like you can't really take much from that. Good performance, and he's announced himself at 140. But yeah, that opponent was. There needs to be some context added. It's not the world champion from 8 years ago or whenever it was.
Yeah, I mean, he did what? I don't know if he was supposed to ice him like that, but he did ice him like that. So fair enough. Good knockout. It's
Yeah,
have him fight someone not 40 years old.
yeah. I like the I like a fight against someone like Oscar Duarte. Who knows? What else was in there? Isaac Lucero beat Valenzuela in a war with with an interesting stoppage. After the bell by the ref. But yeah, it was a fantastic back and forth fight, man. If you haven't watched it, watch it. Watch it. Like they just stood in the pocket and banged it out for 8 rounds.
Yeah, just pretend the stoppage didn't happen.
I fucking hate Mark Nelson.
It didn't ruin the fight, but it took away from a great fight. There should never be. Oh yeah, the fight was great, but terrible stoppage.
That Dubois versus Lorena ass stoppage, man. That shit made me so mad.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. You don't have like loads to worry about. Just know what the time of the round is, and if you hear the bell, don't stop the fight. That would be fantastic.
He wasn't that hurt to stop it, even if it was in the middle of the round anyway. So
So, like, it would have just been a bad stoppage either way. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
if it was after the bell or just inside the round, just a bad stoppage either way. Just let them scrap it out, man. That's what they were doing.
You let them for almost the entire fight. You're gonna end it now when someone's finally cracked a little bit. Okay, sure.
Yeah. Oh. And what's his face? Chin someone in me, which we didn't see.
Flacos.
Yeah. I don't know why they didn't show him.
Yeah, me neither.
I get they did have a few fights on the prelims. Yeah, they like. It's just they have like so little cards that they have to stick 57 million people on a card, and they got so many people that they can't show all of the fights. Unless you want to have a 3 hour long prelims. Yeah, just have more cards. What are you doing? It's been 2 years of you having like barely any cards. So we're out. Like, I mean, it's unsustainable doing what they're doing. Like, they're already in massive debt as it is, like nearly $1 billion debt. I think it's like $900 million debt. It's just unsustainable. Something's gonna happen, or something's got to happen. Otherwise, you're probably gonna lose PBC. I've only been around 10 years. You know, what can you do?
I don't want to say goodbye too quickly now.
It's like if they go, like it's gonna be bad, but at the same time, like you put on like 4 cars a year, is it gonna be much? But like the cars, when they do put them on, they're always good. Just unfortunately, they're very few and far between, and they're all pay-per-view most of the time. Like last year, they put on like 10 cars or something like that. And I think like 2 of them weren't pay-per-view, and although one of them was it Tim Zoo getting absolutely destroyed? I think.
From
Yeah, it was Zoom at Rosalia.
Good.
And that was like funded by No Limit, unfortunately.
Yeah, so
It was
hardly
funded by the
even the
Australian pay per
PBC.
view, basically.
Yeah, yeah, because it was definitely that's probably the only reason I didn't put it on pay per view because it was on pay per view in Australia.
Yep. But anyway, we will move on. There was a good Matchroom show, which has been rare recently. Yeah, in Monaco, an actual good card. Peter McGrail and Shabazz Masoud was a good main event, like good domestic level fight. That I didn't really get. There was a bit of outrage online about the cards that I saw, and I didn't get it. I thought Masoud was like, if you're giving it Masoud by 1 point or 3 points, that was fair. So that sort of 7-5 Masoud or 6-all because there was a point deduction. I thought that was totally fair.
yeah, I didn't mind the I didn't mind the cards. I didn't really think it was a thing to be talked about. It was a close, good fight that I thought Masood slightly boxed better, especially in the second half. Um, yeah,
Yeah,
I didn't see any of that, but I don't really get if there was.
McGrail did that GB thing where he starts for 3 or 4 rounds throwing loads and loads of punches, and then it sort of tails off. And Galayafai does the same thing when he's winning fights. If you notice, he starts really quick, like it's a 3-4 round amateur fight, throwing loads of arm punches. And if like Masood's too smart to let himself get hurt or like panic in that situation and try and keep up, so he let sort of McGrail blow himself out a little bit, and then just started boxing him in the middle rounds, and maybe lost the 12th or the 11th, I think, as well. But like sort of with the point deduction, I thought, yeah, Masood's won that fight.
Yeah,
I
it
didn't
was a
really
good
see
fight.
any like outrage by it, to be honest.
Yeah. Hope Masood actually starts the fight now. It's been way too long.
Yeah, because he's a good fighter, Masood, but he's just he's gonna be out the ring a year again, isn't he? We all know that. But like, yeah. But anyway, um, what was the chief support? Um, oh, that doesn't count. That wasn't the chief support. That's really really weird for a matchroom show. There's not a chief support on it. They just went straight to an undercard. That's weird.
Like it doesn't count, but it was still good because Look, anyone who's a world champion who
Yeah.
boxed in the Olympics, just Christmas has come a month early when they get iced. But yeah, you can move on.
Yeah. We will move on. Pat McCormack, another Olympian from GB, who throws single shots and can't do a combination punches. He got it was a competitive, really good fight, but the British level sort of compact combination puncher, who's a seasoned 12-round fighter, knocked him out. Yeah, and that's just the difference between somebody that's been seasoned and developed in pro boxing rather than a GB squad that doesn't really do much for him. To be honest. And that's what's going to happen. That's what's going to keep happening. We had it last week. We had a wrestler beat a Olympic medalist. And it'll keep happening because the GB squad isn't very good.
Well, I don't even think it's just the GB squad. I just like amateur boxing as a whole. I mean, it's like the worst time to. I was saying this earlier. It's the worst time to turn pro. None of them seem to do good, really. Like being a top amateur. I don't know what's going on, but none of them seem to do good. They can never transition well. I don't know, but yeah, pretty much. I mean, I don't really know if I thought McCormack was ahead. Probably because I Tony Bellew in my ear saying, yeah, he's ahead. But, well, it turns out he wasn't. It made it a bit less dramatic, but it was still pretty crazy.
There was like 40 seconds left.
It's you just saw the first round. You're like, oh, this is pretty much like Cruz Roach. Just like Conor Walker got inside on him like in seconds. Right, if you look how quick, it's pretty much how quick Batavia got on Callum Smith and
No, you
like the
can't.
first few seconds.
You can't get quicker than that.
It was pretty much like that. And you're just like, yeah, this is going to be a long night for Pat McCormack. Why do these guys? Like, it's not hard. Like, throwing a jab is very easy. Just extend your left or right arm. In this case, left arm. And people can't defend it. Like, look at Stephen Bowen. He couldn't defend the jab. He's getting pinged about by it all night. When Roach actually jabbed, I mean, Cruz couldn't defend it. That's when he looked worse. The worst he looked was when Roach started jabbing. I don't know. Who knows? It's like, do they not get taught the jab? It's the easiest punch to throw. These guys fighting their opponents' fights like we haven't seen Pat McCormack box people before. Like he can't box his fight. Who knows? Yeah, Conor Walker's on a pretty bloody good run. British level.
It's my goat right there.
Yeah, and he's going to fight for a world title next. Someone who lost conclusively to Kane Gardner not so long ago.
We will be there.
We will be in the
Yeah. I'm going to ask a question, and if the answer is yes, we don't need to talk about it much longer. Should Johnny Fisher go to Misfits? I think he should.
Yeah.
Well,
genuinely, I think he should. He's terrible.
If he wants to make money from boxing without getting brain damage and dying, yes. If he doesn't want to go to Misfits, he should retire.
Right now.
Yeah, that basically.
And have his Choi Ace. He's shit.
Yeah, once he retires, he's just gonna look like his dad, pretty much.
Yeah, that's gonna be sad.
Well, maybe not straight away.
I won't say it.
Yeah, because like he still probably eats a lot. He just must have like a young guy metabolism. But once he hits his 30s, man, he's gonna stick on like 100 or 200 pounds.
Yeah, he's not a good boxer.
Like he's not a good boxer, not a good fighter. I mean, I guess he can punch, but I mean,
He's a big person, so he's
only just hurting. Well, I mean, I guess
he's chinny as well.
He is now kind of.
Yeah, I mean, he can't take a punch. His punch resistance is gone. He's going to get chinned again. I mean, he should have got chinned this fight. He should have got chinned this fight.
If he fought anybody like someone a little bit better, he would have.
I can't remember how they were pronouncing his name, or his opponent's name. They pronounced it weirdly.
It's not good. It's really not good. But anyhow, we will move on.
Yeah.
We will move on. Sean McClone also got a win that nobody watched. Or I didn't watch. So there's that. He beat that kid that's whoever he is. Is there any other results in the weekend? I don't think there was really, unless I'm missing something.
Yes, you are missing something.
Like, what am I missing?
Big Opataya, man.
Oh, Opataya, yeah, Christ. Oh. Developing very, very bad habits fighting bums, and he's almost getting chin bumped and get wobbled by a Sin Cara. And he's going to pay for that soon. And yeah, he's getting these big knockouts, but he's going to pay for that soon.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't a good performance. He looked like a drained fighter to me, to be honest. He looked slow. He was pushing his punches. And he overshadowed it by scoring an insane knockout, pretty much. He looked bad. The more I watch him, the more confident I am that Zoda beats him. And it's not because he's bad, because he's really good. I just think he's like, not outgrowing, but like the weight. I just think the weight. He keeps saying he's going to move that heavyweight, and this is why. And he probably should just move on to heavyweight. Like if he can't get these unifications, then just move on to heavyweight.
I don't think it's going to be good for him. Regardless, he'll get chinned up there too.
I mean, yeah, he's just not big enough for heavyweight, and he's like seems to be a bit drained at cruiserweight and stuff.
You know what that means?
Oh, yeah. He could easily win a title at Bridgerweight.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
But Opataya when he was a kid was dreaming of winning a Bridgerweight world title, even if it didn't exist.
Oh shit!
Yeah, and it's really annoying because he's so good as well. Like he is actually
He's
good.
also so shit.
It's not that
he's like
shit.
The best shit fighter.
Like this opponent is like fair enough. It was a mandatory, and Sin Cara was not. Was like, yeah, I want this title shot. He seemed to have been waiting a while, but some of the other opponents just not great, and they were voluntaries as well. He didn't have to fight them. I also will blame Matchroom a bit for that, but you know, when in doubt, blame Eddie.
He said Jack Massey and Bradis twice.
Yeah. I mean, it's not great.
And Massey's not even that good.
I'm saying, but that's like the best of all the British fuckers he fought.
Anyway.
Fast.
Yeah. Yep, it's not great. Anyhow, we will move on to the previews because I'm done talking about that. I didn't watch any of that card live, and I only watched the main event. Sunday night. So yeah, we will move on. I totally forgot about that card happening. There's a lot of boxing this weekend. A lot of okay boxing. I don't even know what the biggest card is really. I guess we'll start with the world heavyweight title. That show, Kubrat Pulev, 6'4" from Bulgaria with no money. But he does have something. He has the WBA regular heavyweight title, and he is defending it against Murat Gassiev. And he is going to beat Murat Gassiev. He is going to jab Gassiev's head off. And Gassiev is just going to stand there doing nothing, standing still, begging Pulev to stand still in front of him, and Pulev won't. And it'll be a terrible fight. And Pulev's going to beat George Foreman's record.
This is going to be sad. You can just see exactly how the fight's going to go, and it's unfortunate. Gassiev can just do us this one favor, roll back the years, just chin him.
Roll back the years. Is he even 30 yet?
Yeah, he's definitely 30. Is he? He was 24 against Usyk, so he might just have turned 30.
Like, bro, like he's not that old. He's okay. Now he's 32. He just turned 32. But like,
yeah,
he's not.
My math was terrible then.
But he shouldn't be how he is right now. Yeah, but he is, and it's nasty.
Yeah, it's unfortunate because the one thing Pulev can do is jab, and that's one thing that Gassiev takes as a jab. He's just gonna plod forward, just getting pinged. Oh, can he just get plod forward for like 8 rounds and get pinged and battered, then just pull a leading left hook out of his ass, and just Klitschko him?
No, he can't.
And we can get.
No, he can't.
And we can watch Itama. See if he can actually. I mean, it's not good.
Gassiev down.
Look, it's not a good opponent, but I mean, chinning Gassiev would be impressive for Itama. I'm just saying.
Can you imagine if Gassiev chins him though?
Well, maybe. I mean, I wouldn't put it past Gassiev to chin anyone. I just wouldn't expect it. Like, he can punch. And maybe Itama doesn't have a good chin. Like, is fighting Gassiev any worse than fighting Dylan White in 2025? No. They're both absolutely
beat White.
Yeah, they're both absolutely fucking washed, but one of them can actually take a punch. But no, it's gonna be Pulev against Itama, and he's gonna fucking absolutely ping him about. He might stop.
By the way, just for anyone
yeah.
Just for anyone wondering, what was it? So, as of right now, and I've already got on. Pulev is a 5-2 underdog, so plus 250. And Pulev to win on points is 7-1, plus 700. So, yeah.
I might have to slide.
Yeah.
Some money.
Yeah. But yeah, there's a couple of good fights on this undercard. Maxi Hughes is fighting Bakadir Usmanov in a WBA eliminator. Usmanov's the Olympian. I think Maxi Hughes might win that fight, and he's an underdog as well. So yeah, there's a couple of underdog picks on this card.
Well,
Vadim, go on.
I'm picking Maxi Hughes because, like I said earlier, no amateur is good as a pro anymore.
And Usmanov's not that good, to be honest.
Yeah, I think Maxi Hughes is gonna win. But if he beats Maxi Hughes, then yeah, it's a good win. That's a good win.
Yeah. And then also on that card, What's he called? I've got it right in front of me. Vadim Masayev is fighting Talani and Benga. That's a 50-50 fight. For the IBO title at welterweight. I hope Benga wins. I like Benga. I love a good bit of Benga. And then Carrington Agbara, however you say it, is rematching Ruben Neri Munoz, who iced him in July. With a beautiful sort of, I don't even know how you describe it. It was just such a weird punch, sort of a left hook / left jab / thing. I don't really know. It was such a weird sort of angled shot, but it was a beautiful shot. And he chinned Agbara, and that's a WBA eliminator at 140 as well. And there's Nico Addy Walsh on the undercard as well. If you want to catch that.
Nobody wants to catch that.
We don't want to.
Yeah. But anyway, I'll quickly run over tomorrow night before we get into all the other stuff. Iman Katayev is fighting Adam Deans. Obviously, Katayev is on a drugs ban, but he did beat David Moreau and got robbed. So I don't know how you want to check that out. I don't know how you want to do that. But yeah, that's happening. And yeah, we will move on to, I guess, the Matchroom card on Saturday. Diego Pacheco is fighting Kevin Lele Sadro at 168, a battle of sort of top 15 contenders. It's just a good fight. Just a good contender level fight at super middleweight. They're both unbeaten. They're both unproven at sort of the top level, and it'll be a good win for whoever wins it. And I think Pacheco, stylistically, should be favoured. He's much bigger, or like he's much taller, he's much longer. He's got a good jab, and he should be able to keep Sadro off. But Sadro's tough, and he's relentless, and he'll keep coming. And yeah, I think probably Pacheco on points is the play here.
I'm hoping to see Pacheco tested, but not that I can't see him being tested, but I just feel like we're going to get the typical Pacheco performance. Like, not
shit boring,
like,
but
like not boring per se, but like risk adverse. Or just keeping it long, and might just be like a dominant. I mean, no one can defend the jab. Pacheco has a good jab.
That is what boring is.
I mean, it's not necessarily boring.
It's not boring for certain fighters. I feel like it's less boring to see like a lower weight fighter do something like that, but he's just so big, and he's bigger than 95% of the division. Why are you fighting like
that? It's like you can like keep it long and not be boring. You just gotta keep it long and throw quite a few punches. But if you just stick the jab out mostly, and don't take any risks, then yeah, people will find it boring. But if it's easy, who cares about being boring? Just win the fight, I guess. You know, he's getting closer and closer to a title shot, probably, or picking up some form of belt.
Yeah, it's sorry about that. It's I think the winner of this will probably be in line for one of the vacant belts from Crawford. Lets them all go.
Yeah,
Really.
and that makes me think he's gonna pretty much do what he did against Trevor McCombie even more.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't take too many risks, but if he's on the cusp of a world title shot, yeah. I mean, I just want to see him. I want to see Sidra that don't care about the jab and just somehow keep trucking forward and make it a tough fight. Maybe make Pacheco have to fight his fight. See if he can do that. That would be good to see. Although, who would he fight for the vacant title?
Well, the WBA is an interim. That's Resendez. The WBO could be open, and the IBF could be open. Shiraz and Ambilia fighting for the WBC. So I'd probably say like a WBO because he's not fighting Iglesias. There's no way he's fighting Iglesias. But maybe a WBO against someone like Munguia, I guess.
Oh yeah, well he's definitely winning a world title then.
Yeah.
If he
Yeah.
wins his fight, that is. Yeah,
He'll beat Munguia.
Munguia's finished.
Yeah. But anyway, we will move on to talking of world title eliminators. Gabe Flores is fighting Joe Cordina.
What year are we in again, please? Real quick.
Yes. Joe Cordina is going to win this fight, and not because he's good at lightweight, because he isn't good at lightweight, and he's a bit washed, and he's had too many wars. He's fighting Gabe Flores. So yeah. And then he's going to get brutally knocked out by Abdullah Mason. That's what's going to happen with Joe Cordina.
They'll probably still somehow find a way to make this a tough fight when it shouldn't be, but yeah, I mean, Cordina should win. You just never know with Cordina, but it's Gabe Flores. It's Gabe Flores. That's the problem. It's Gabe Flores. No matter how washed Cordina might be, it's still Gabe Flores.
Yeah.
This is not a good fight. It's what's his face? Kevin Rooney Jr. Is he the matchmaker for this fight?
Well, it got ordered, isn't it? So
I'm not sure if they get ordered. Okay.
Yeah.
Because Kevin Rooney Jr. He's usually a good matchmaker, so he wouldn't put something like this together.
Yeah, like eliminators. What can you do?
Yeah. So this is all on the stupid sanctioning body.
Gustavo. This is on Gustavo.
Bloody hell.
Talking of terrible fights, Tito Mercado is fighting Antonio Moran. And he's going to punch him upside down.
What year are we in? What the fuck?
He is going to punch Antonio Moran upside down. I can't tell you this enough. Like, Mercado is very, very good, and Moran is a washed lightweight. Yeah, this is going to be bad. Bad news for Antonio Moran.
Does anyone involved care about Antonio Moran's life?
Fuck no, baby.
No. Next question.
I don't think they do.
Jesus Christ.
I mean,
yeah,
do they understand like what Devin Haney did? This is Devin Haney.
He scored 3 knockdowns since then.
Like he iced him.
They still showed that knockout on his highlight tapes.
Like that was like, when was that? Like 6 years ago.
That was
2019. Yeah. Haney's second last stoppage, wasn't it? Because he stopped Abdulayev just after.
Yeah.
This was his last real stop.
Didn't it?
Fucking yeah. Jesus Christ.
And he got stopped.
Yeah.
And pinged by Andy Cruz as well. Andy Cruz is not a puncher.
He hurt Andy Cruz in that fight, didn't
he? Yeah, he did.
Or he wobbled him. Yeah.
But, Ernesto Mercado is
yeah.
just... It's not like he can punch like fuck. Yeah, don't fight him. Pretty much.
Yeah. He's a really good fighter. He's a really good fighter. And it's a shame that he hasn't been built on his own shows. Or like he was built on like home promoted shows and that, and he wasn't really exposed to people. So I think if he was, people would like be high on him a lot more than they are. But he's still only 24. Like he's definitely a world champion in weighting. Like, he's really, really good. Yeah. There's one other fight note on this card. Otoro Popoca is fighting Cesar Vaca Espinoza. At Super Bantam, Vaca Espinoza lost to Sam Goodman. He hurt Sam Goodman a couple of times in his last fight. That was Goodman's fight before Nick Ball. But yeah, it should be a decent little matchup on paper. Yeah, should be okay. But anyway, we will move on to what will we move on to? Jose Salas Reyes is fighting Landil and Detske, or however you want to say it. I have no idea. For the vacant IBF bantamweight title in Mexico City on Saturday night. Jose Salas, I don't rate too highly, but he should be dominant here, if we're being totally honest.
I don't know how to say this fight. Say his name, but I will say
his first name at this point.
I will say we got a comment on the schedule thing. Hold on, let me go get it. And it said the X in his name is a click sound.
So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you. No.
No, don't do the click sound.
No.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm gonna call him Landil.
Well, yeah, just call him that because you don't even say his Spanish names correctly, so you're not gonna say his name correctly.
Oh my god.
Jesus Ramos and Shane Mosley was a war.
It was a good fight.
True.
Yeah. Salas should win this fight, and then get knocked out by Bam next year, pretty much. Is that sort of what we're talking about? That's the sort of route here, isn't it?
You mean knocked out by Kenshiro after Kenshiro beats Bam?
Facts.
Knocked out by Ibuki after Ibuki knocks out Kenshiro and then moves up the IBF route again and becomes a 4-division world champion.
Oh, brilliant.
A 4-division world champion with like one successful defense in his whole career. But yeah, there's a couple of other fights. Luis Alberto Lopez is back. Again. I don't know how I feel about that. That's weird to me. I don't like it. But also, he's fighting in Mexico. So yeah, he's gonna get a big fight soon. If Navarrete wins against Nunes and they can somehow bypass the mandatories, Navarrete against Luis Alberto Lopez makes a lot of sense because Lopez will take it for cheap, and they're two big names, and it will sell well. I don't like it, but that's the truth.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
He needs to retire.
He does need to retire, but yeah. Who knows? Who knows what's going on in the head of Luis Alberto Lopez? There's a couple of other fights. Edwin De Los Santos is back on the Shuan Boxing YouTube channel against the Journeyman for the first time in over 2 years. And then there's one other fight. Cletus Selden is fighting Kevin Hayler Brown for the WBA interim super lightweight title at their convention this weekend.
Again, Cletus Selden, 2025. We're on the series.
Boxing's great, isn't it? It's really, really good. But yeah, that's about it for the previews, really. There's a couple of bits of news, I guess, or maybe one mainly. It looks like Carlos Adames is going to be fighting Emma Williams on the Shakur undercard in January. So yeah, not great, is it? Really? Yeah, what a random fight. I mean, it's not even that bad rankings wise. Like, you think, is Ammo a top 10? Maybe, probably. But like, it's just for a world title defense, like madness, isn't it?
Yeah.
At least to me, it is. That's not like a world level fight to me. But anyway, I don't know.
it's very meh.
Yeah.
He should
Yeah,
fight Lara.
Lara's going to be out for 18 months and you're not going to see him, and then he's going to return and he's going to fight some dug up 154.
We need Cuba versus Dominican Republic. That's what we need.
You're going to see Lara against J-Rock for that middleweight title.
Okay.
You're going to see Lara against J-Rock in January 2027, and you're going to watch it.
Well, yes, but that's not saying a lot.
Yeah, but anyway. I don't know what else there is to talk about now. I guess that's it. So yeah, thank you for listening. That was the 100th video on the channel. Whether we'll make it to 100 more, we don't know. But yeah, thank you for listening.
We're in episode 88.